Yeah, so Kraken basically becoming the first crypto bank, I believe. Right, that's big news. Let me pull up the news here. Kraken Bank. So yeah, so so for those who maybe didn't hear about this, Kraken, which is one of the, I would say, tier one crypto exchanges, they have won approval to become a bank in Wyoming, right? Which is big for crypto because now they could possibly, they could possibly be the on ramp, right? Imagine if they plug this into DeFi, right? So definitely go look into this if you haven't yet already. Now, what does that mean? Obviously, I'm no banking expert, right? And I haven't read all the actual application per se for the bank charter, but my understanding is they'll create a separate entity for Kraken that will be the bank, and initially they'll have traditional banking services. Then eventually they'll kind of merge and onboard people into crypto, and they'll kind of unify, and that'll be good because right now it's been tough for crypto companies to have banking, right? I know lots of founders who find it tough to open a bank because when they see that you deal in crypto, they don't want anything to do with you, right? So if Kraken can become a crypto bank and basically service all these different blockchain companies, that is huge, right? And then the other thing is Wyoming has special laws that they passed recently that basically says that even if the bank were to go bankrupt and shut down, they could not own your cryptocurrency. So if you give them your Bitcoin, you would still have ownership of that Bitcoin. Even if they were to go bankrupt, they would have to give you back your Bitcoin. They could not just take that, right? Because that was the issue facing banking regulation for crypto before, because Bitcoin cryptocurrencies are basically is a bearer asset, right? Meaning that the issue, what the challenge was before, if you gave cryptocurrency to somebody, right, whoever has that asset controls it, right? Kind of like if you give somebody shares, right, like a certificate saying that this is a share in a stock, whoever has physical ownership of that owns that, right? So whoever has physical ownership of Bitcoin owns Bitcoin, right? If I transfer Bitcoin to your wallet, you have it, right? So but the problem arises is if somebody were to transfer Bitcoin to a bank, the bank would now have legal ownership of it, and that person, if the bank were to shut down, would be out of luck, right? That's kind of my understanding of it. Correct me if I'm wrong. But now in Wyoming, the passed a law saying even if I transfer Bitcoin to you and you custody that Bitcoin, and you were to go bankrupt, I still legally own it, even if I don't physically have it with me. Obviously, you can't physically have Bitcoin per se, but just kind of bear with me, right? Even if the bank physically has it and I don't have it, they're still legally they legally have to give it back to me. They can't just file bankruptcy and say, you know what, we're in debt, we won't pay our creditors, tough luck. That's what happens with basically with the companies in general, right? So this protects your wealth essentially, right? So that's why Wyoming is very innovative, and it's a good time to be in crypto. I mean, times are changing, lots of innovation. I mean, just think about this. We are very early in crypto, very early, right? And all this is happening. So I mean, to the moon and beyond. I mean, to the moon and beyond.